Okay, okay. Welcome to the Northwest San Pedro Neighborhood Council Budget and Finance Meeting um, on October 2nd, 2024. I think we're the only ones in here. There's no students that I see. Do you see anything, John?
No,
I don't see any
nobody.
other
Okay,
attendees.
okay, so it's just us. So that being said, we'll go ahead and start roll call. John,
Here.
Vic,
Here.
Melanie here. So we have a quorum. So the
It'd
first
be good
item
to zoom in
is
a bit.
um
Yeah, make it a little
okay,
bigger.
just
Yeah.
review. Okay, come on. There was this little thing down here, if
Right
I
there.
remember right. Okay. Are we good? How's that?
No, still the same.
Didn't change. That's better.
Still the same?
Yeah.
There you go. How's that?
It's
Okay.
okay.
So any public comment?
No.
No? The only public comment, well, I can do this in requests or money, I guess, or no, I'll do it now. Public comment. So the public comment that I have is, I told Chris at the board meeting or at the board retreat that he's saying something about Peck Park maybe wanting money for whatever, for Halloween. And I said, unless it went through either budget and finance or executive board because it didn't go to outreach, you guys can't do anything after the board meeting has happened on.
Too late.
It's too late.
It's too late. If
We
he
can't
wanted
just
money,
I told him.
we're in
Public,
I
October.
told him
public comment is not discussion.
we cannot spend money and ask for forgiveness later. The board has to approve money before it can be spent.
Yeah.
And so there's no board meeting before their Halloween extravaganza. So we won't be able to do anything if there's no, he said that CD15 hadn't given them any information back, or the park, Rec and Park. So I don't know what to say. It just is what it
I
is.
asked him if there was going to be
You shouldn't have brought this up under public comment because this is basically a discussion.
I know. So we'll move on and we'll bring it up.
We'll talk about it at the end.
At the end. So the MER, of course, we don't have yet because it's not the 5th day of the month. So it'll be approval of MER, not out of committee. So the next one is the budget. So let me switch. Can you see this? But I got to make it bigger. I know.
Can't see it.
See that?
Don't see anything.
Switch to the budget?
If you didn't select it to be, there we go.
There we go.
Okay. So we've got $32,858.29. This is what we spent down here so far that we have left. We've got these allocated. We've got in unallocated 10,460.53. The election money. So yeah. So anybody want to move this?
I'll move it.
I'll second. Could you scroll down to the bottom more though?
What?
Scroll down to the bottom. Can't see the bottom.
Oh, there you go.
Can't see it.
There you go. It's kind of slow getting there.
It's slow showing up. I scrolled down and then it just all of a sudden appeared. So all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. So back to, let's see if this will go. Did it go back to the agenda?
Not yet.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Not yet, but if it's lagging, then there we go.
There it goes.
Jeez, what's with the lag? Okay, so because at your outreach meeting, John, I did some CYA in here because you guys didn't discuss the candy cane lane or the art supplies and candy canes or the holiday parade. I had to come up with some creative way to get it to the board.
Well,
Because
we
we
just had the
have to vote.
meeting we just had the meeting at the assistance league with Diana
Right,
and
but
everybody.
outreach didn't discuss moving for the allocation of the money to be used at your outreach meeting. And you had to do it in September in order to use it for October, so we meet the 30-day deadline. Remember, I told you that in the budget and finance meeting to meet her deadlines to get stuff paid. And already the parade wants their money now. So I'm like, okay, how can we do this? And so this is the creative way of doing this. We're going to discuss it. So we're going to discuss $1,000 candy cane lane and send it to the board to approve it. So we're going to need a motion and a second and a vote for each of these at the board level. So we'll just put it on the agenda. And what I think we'll do here is approve use of the allocation of $1,000 is going to be the motion for candy cane lane.
Okay.
Because it's already allocated. And this is why we can do this, because it was allocated money already. So
Right.
approve use of allocation of $1,000 for candy cane lane. So do you want to, I'll move that. Vic, you want a second?
No,
No?
I'll second it.
John, second. All those in favor?
Aye.
abstain.
And it will not be labeled as out of committee. We're just saying that there's money for it.
Yeah, send me the wording to use because of this weird situation.
Yeah, it won't be out of committee. The board's gonna, like I said, gonna have to do the motion in the second. Because we technically can't do motions out of here. We're just saying that the money is there.
Yeah, we allocated it
And
at
it
the
was
time of
allocated.
But we
But-
already did that when we allocated it, so
Right.
we
We
already know it's
allocated it, but according to the rules of the city clerk, all the stuff that's in the bottom portion of our budget on the fiscal year budget, all office stuff doesn't need to be moved a second time after it's allocated. Your events and your allocation of all outreach events and everything that are below in
I
outreach,
understand that.
they have to be, they're allocated, but then they have to have a second motion to use to the board to reapprove the use of it. And that's unfortunately the way that it has to go for the city clerk, because she needs a vote count saying that the board approved the use of this money after it was allocated. Unfortunately, so yeah, so
Unfortunately, it didn't happen like it should have out of the committee.
right. So the next one is discussion about the allocation of $200 candy cane lane art supplies. And this should be and candy canes, send to board for approval, because they buy the candy canes and the art out of this $200. So it'll be approve use of allocated $200 for crafts and candy canes for Candy Cane Lane. So I'll move it again. John, do you want a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Abstain.
Abstain? Okay. Okay, next. The next one is discussion about the allocation of $500 for holiday parade and send a board for approval. Okay, so this is just the $500, so approve allocation of use of allocation of $500 for holiday parade. I'll move this. John second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Abstain.
Okay, so the parade, I do have the permission already to sign the application, but I just have to, everything's ready to go. Once the 500 is approved, I'll send it over to the chamber.
Yeah, and you should see something from Diana.
Huh?
Has Diana sent you anything?
Nope, nothing.
Okay.
Diana Nave?
No,
No,
Diana
Diane
from
Costa.
the Candy Cane
Oh,
Lane.
okay. Okay.
She's got to send me an invoice and the letter like they do every year, and
Yeah.
the flyer in order to give them $1,000. So,
And I got the letterhead for the trolley. I'm gonna send that to Elise. That was put on the letterhead. Christina put it on the letterhead, so I'll send it now tonight
for the what?
for the trolley
For the trolley. What do you mean?
to save us a trolley. I have to do that every year.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. They want a letter.
Oh, that we need it. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so like I said, I've already got the application filled out and I got the letter from city clerk saying that I can sign the application. We have to do that every year too. I have to get permission every year to sign the application. We can't just send it in. They have to give us permission. You have to send the blank application into them. And then they send a letter back saying you can sign it. And then I can sign it and fill it out and pay the money.
Okay.
With the board count approval. So anyway, discuss and approve of any money requests out of committee. So, like we were saying with the motion for like the holiday stuff, for the Halloween, we're just kind of ill preparedness has shot that straight out of the park.
Well, yeah, like I said, no one said nothing to me. And I asked Drew about 3-4 weeks ago. Nobody, she goes, I don't know. They didn't have an answer.
Right.
And so I don't.
Yeah, and like I said, we can't spend money if it doesn't go to the board first for approval. Only the office stuff up at the top are we allowed to spend.
Yeah, but now even if like we did last year, got popcorn and everything, but we can't because it's over the 30. It's going to be under the 30 days.
Unless they submitted something. Well, no, we could do it if they knew, but it can't just be like all of a sudden you want to do it. It's got to be put together before the board meeting so the board can vote on it. We can't just go out because they want us to do it and do it.
Yeah.
The board has to approve it. The board is the approving body of everything that we spend on the money.
Right. Yeah, so that's why I said it was never.
And the board meeting's the 15th. So if nothing comes through before the 15th and get on that agenda in the appropriate time through the appropriate committee, either here or executive board, is the last straw to get on the agenda.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
Who told him this? Who asked?
What do you mean?
When Chris told you, who told Chris?
No, nobody told Chris anything. He said he's heard nothing. And he says he said to me, there might be something for Halloween. And I go, Chris, unless it's done.
Yeah. I don't even see any.
Board is the last straw. I says, we're out of luck. your
I don't
tough
even
ass
see
luck.
anything that they're doing movie in the park.
He's like, oh, okay.
There's no flyer, nothing showing that they're doing a movie in the park.
I know.
So you would have, if you were going to have a movie in the park, you should have had last month flyers going out and people,
So
but
heads up, October, your October outreach meeting. You need to get feelers out. If you guys are doing anything for Christmas for CD15 tree thing,
I got to ask her, it's not here. It's going to
I
be
know
over by the
it's at
Marathon.
right. It's right by the mayor's or the McCosker's office is where they're doing it, where they usually do it.
No, that's still being under construction.
So where are they doing it then?
Across the way, by right next to the Maritime on the wall, on the
Oh, West
boardwalk.
Harbor.
Yeah.
At West Harbor. Okay. So, I mean, even though it's not here, if they want us to participate, we have to, it's got to be, you got to approve it within the 30-day period.
Well, that's what
So,
I got to talk to Drew. I got to send her an email on what's going to happen. If, you know, last year they asked, but this year she hasn't said anything.
that's
So
weird.
maybe they don't want a bunch of people. They're only going to do certain things. So I don't know, but I'll ask her.
If they want our monetary help, then they're going to have to be within our guidelines that we have to do for money. If they want our
Yeah.
physical help, then that's another thing to physically go out there and decorate cookies for things they provide. We can just do that on our own without any type of approval or anything like that if we aren't
Yeah.
giving money. If we're
Yeah.
physically just going there and volunteering. But if
Or
we're
like we did last year that we had, we brought the ornaments because we had plenty.
right, but they charge us $1,000 to have a booth to decorate cookies for them. Remember?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Kelly was right next to us doing it with Central. They were right there next to
So
us.
that's got to be approved.
Yeah, so we haven't seen anything or heard. You know what? I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to, I think we got enough going on.
Yeah.
What do you think, Vic?
He's not going to say, he just thinks that things need to be approved timely the way that they're supposed to be done.
Oh, so
no, I know that.
You can read my mind now. You're like other people who think they can do that.
No, I'm just, I am reading.
As far as I'm concerned, you snooze, you lose. If they don't do it when they're supposed to,
yeah, if they don't send us. That's how I feel. I mean, why are we at their?
We're not nowhere in our job description. I've said this before. Is the word babysitter?
Right. So.
But it's also
they know what they're supposed to do, and if they're not doing it, then they don't get the money or whatever.
Right. They did it last year. They told us last year plenty of time and stuff. This year they're not saying. When I asked her, I said, "Oh, we doing a tree light? Oh no, we're going to do it over at the Maritime." That's all she said. It's going to be at the West Harbor. She didn't say, "I'll send you the information," like she did last year.
Them, it's you guys too at outreach, because you guys, we're able to do this after talking with Ray and all of that and figuring this out. We're able to do this only because the money was allocated already. This is the only reason we can do this time this way.
Well, do we have money allocated to do?
No, but other stuff that's brand new, it's going to have to go through you guys to budget and finance and to
right. That's what I'm saying. We didn't budget to do the Christmas tree lighting again, did we?
No, because it's up in the air.
Yeah.
We knew nothing.
Yeah. So, I'm with Vic. I don't, why should I ask her? Why should I, I'll bet you $10 they'll come at the last minute saying, well, you know what? It's too late. We can't allocate that money.
Yeah, that's what I expect too, is they'll come up at the last minute and say something. And it's like, well, you know the timing, so
yeah. I mean, you tell us in November, and that doesn't give us enough time. You want this thing done like the first the the Saturday or the second Saturday of the week, what's gonna happen? Not enough time. So you're right. I'm not trying to be a jerk about it or
Right,
anything,
and they
but
have to understand that just because Ray says so, or somebody says so, or I say so, or a board, they come to you and you want to do it, or they want us to do it, we have to go through the channels that we have to approve this through the board.
right.
So whether it's in between a board meeting and they need
And
this event and money, we can't approve it before a board meeting and spend money and then ask the board to approve it after the fact. That just can't happen.
if if they say something before the board meeting of this month, we're okay because we have
Right.
November. But if you tell us after this board meeting, and then we okay it
We
in
have
the
plenty of
set,
time for the December thing, but not the Halloween thing.
I'm not. No, we don't even for the we
Yeah, we
don't
do.
for the December thing either.
We do if they get to you by the end of October to do it in November, to go to the November board
Right.
meeting.
Okay, so you go to the November board meeting, which is the 11th, and they say, well, guess what? Saturday the 7th is when we're doing the tree lighting.
Right, but
Well,
remember,
then
But you
there's
need, but you still need 30 days to get the
we
money.
do, but because
But we
it'll,
didn't allocate money
if
for it.
they,
That's what I'm getting at. It's not,
right, but if with that one, it might be okay because it's an invoice thing with them where they invoiced us.
yeah,
And we didn't do an event sheet on that. Remember, they invoiced us and we just paid an invoice to them, like a sponsorship thing without doing an event
yeah.
thing.
And she's going to be okay with this, Laura?
Laura will be if we do it in November, but you've got to, November is the cutoff. November board meeting, and I will have to get it to her immediately. But if you find out about the thing for Christmas by the November board meeting, but you have to approve it in your outreach in October. It has to, that's the purpose of committees. The stuff has to go through your committee.
Exactly. And
and the November meeting will probably be on the 12th
why is that?
because the 11th is Veterans Day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So unless something really unusual happens, it will not be on Veterans Day.
Yeah. So it'll be the 12th. And the
It's like
youth and
the 15th
outreach is on the 28th this month.
of October. October 28th.
Yes. We're what? Read my lips?
No new taxes?
So that
We
meeting,
finish, we'll
John,
talk.
so see, in that meeting is too late for the Halloween thing. And like I said, the executive board is the only saving grace for you because you can't bring it straight to the board. It has to go through executive board. So for Halloween, you would need something by the executive board in order
Well,
to
last
put
year
it on
Peck
the
Park told
agenda.
us about it. And they came to us. We never said nothing to them because we were going to do at
See, Michael's been
Bogdanovich like we
gone.
always did. But last year they came to us, oh yeah, Tim's going to be here. Da, 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 da. Okay, let's do it. We'll do that. Now do the Bogdanovich one.
Well,
Remember,
Michael's been gone, as you know, and that other woman that's running it, I'm questionable on, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
no, I know she. Look, I know it's. I just hope that this time she'll have the setup for us because last time we had to do it.
So has anybody said anything about it this year yet?
Or
I
what?
heard whisperings of it from Michael that they were doing it at the last before he got sick, but then nobody ever sent anything to us at all.
So we're
Sure.
just kind of guessing that they're going to do it. I thought somebody earlier said that they've already asked for money.
No,
No, Chris put it upon
Chris-
himself.
Chris, what?
Chris said there might be something coming
Yeah.
at the retreat.
Because
For
he's going off
for
of
Halloween.
last year.
Okay,
And
so
I
nothing.
and I
So So at this point, we're all just guessing that something may come, but nothing official has actually come yet.
Right.
Flip a coin.
Okay. Well, that's, like I said before, snooze, you lose.
Snooze, you lose. If you can't
Yeah.
be prepared and ask us timely
Look,
stuff, then we can't do it.
all the functions that we do for youth and outreach, and I I co-share a lot of it is I'm doing up front. I know where we got to do what we're doing, but I'm not going to sit there. Hey, you're doing this year. Hey, are you going to be doing that this year? And they tell us if they don't say nothing to us,
Right.
they're not doing it. Why, keep the money and we give it to for the grants. That's
I
all.
was thinking move it over to MPG or something. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with Vic on this. I mean, they can't, it's not a telethon where I'm going to sit there and call you and ask you for money. I mean, you let me know.
Exactly. I agree.
So, I mean, it's too,
So
that
if they don't say anything by
Executive board meeting, then
by
it's
Monday, then oh well.
well,
it's
our board meeting is what,
the 15th. But it has to go to a committee first. It has to
15th
go
or
to,
the 14th this month.
Oh, sorry, Tuesday.
it's Tuesday instead of Monday
No wait.
because of the holiday.
I thought that was in November.
But
No,
in November and
there's
October.
that too. Wait a minute. Yeah, well, if they don't say anything by Monday the 7th, which is the executive committee meeting,
Right.
that's it.
Yeah, it's too late to put it on the board because the 14th of this month, see, that's why.
The 15th because of the holiday on the 14th, but it doesn't matter. It has to go through a committee. So if they don't make it by the 7th, then
Yeah.
it's too late.
Yeah. So they got 5 days,
Right.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Got to let you know by before 5 o'clock on Monday.
Yep.
Well, technically it can be during the meeting, but yeah.
Yeah. It could be during the meeting too, but
For executive committee, we can take requests during the meeting. It's
But-
nice to know about it earlier, of course, but
Yeah.
and so you
Gives you a little bit more.
You can show up on Zoom and just send me the request or whatever. And we can put it on the agenda. But the thing is that
if they don't, they're
they
out of luck.
reach out to you between now and the executive board. But after the executive board, they're toast.
I know this is being recorded, but I'm being honest. I like Vic's. I don't want to chase anymore. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Tired of chasing. And, it's like, you want to help us, you help us. We're over here on the booth, you help us. You don't want to help us, okay, that's fine. That's just how I feel now. I don't feel like we should go after it's nice when they tell us and they go, yeah, let me do that. Let me put it, we bring it to the board, the youth and outreach, we voted on it and we send the stuff to you guys and it's a beautiful thing,
Right.
Well, sometimes people have to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to chase people down for events to get them to ask you to do something. And
no, that's
for us.
No, yeah. I mean, it doesn't. And then, like you said, you got Michael works there, but Michael's got a heart condition. He has a pacemaker that they installed early this year, and everything else. So, you got, he's always kept us. Jessica always kept a surprise. She was good. She'd always tell me what's going on, and so does Michael. The new lady, she's new, but huh?
Jessica's gone now?
Oh, she's been gone for the last few months now. Since this lady's been there.
Oh,
she's a nice lady, but I don't think she knows all the ins and outs yet what's going on at Peck Park.
She doesn't. She's kind of like scrambled as far as scheduling and everything.
Yeah, like when I got there, I got there always the same time, 5:10 after 5. you know, because then I get the table set and the door's locked. And I said to her, "Hi, I'm with the Northwest board. You know, the door, we need to get in there and nobody set tables up for us." Honey, I didn't know. Nobody left you a list. You don't have a list or they tell you what? No. So John and I and somebody else who came early enough helped me set it up.
Cheryl.
Huh? Cheryl.
Cheryl.
We were setting up tables and chairs.
Oh, you mean for the last board meeting?
Yes.
Yeah, we set up the table. Me and
I
Cheryl
got
and
there
and
and then I
Chris was there.
For the
And
the
Chris,
retreat?
and
I
I
mean?
got there and I was scrambling, pulling chairs and everything else too. It
Yeah,
was
because of the
like,
students started
'cause
showing
of
up,
all the
but
students.
Chris got there early.
Oh,
It was
back
Chris, me, and Cheryl that set the table, the horseshoe table set up and everything, and you know, it just she didn't know. And now, you know, if Michael's not back for this next meeting, I'm gonna call her that afternoon
And
and
remind
remind her.
that it's a Tuesday too, because
Yeah,
remember,
it's going to be on Tuesday, so I'll have to call her Tuesday morning, or call her Monday.
reminder that Tuesday's the meeting. Cause
Are-
we
are
cleared it, Vic already cleared the date.
Are we done with item 8?
Yeah, we are. So
Well,
what we can do is the next meeting is November 6th. And so, like I said, for the 6th meeting, John, on November 6th, we just make sure that anything that they're requesting, if they want us at CD 15 to do anything with the Christmas thing down there, that they get it to us by then.
well, they got to tell me. They're going to have to tell us for the 28th
Yeah.
when we have our meeting. And like I said,
Okay.
let's finish this.
Alrighty. So that's the end of the budget and finance meeting. We can stop the recording. It's concluded at 6:02.